Hi, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear shock and spring assembly on this 2007 Mini Cooper S. If you need this part or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. I'm going to take a straight blade screwdriver. I just want to pop off this center cap. Just go right here, pull it off. I'm going to take a 17mm socket and a breaker bar, loosen up these lug nuts. Now I'm going to raise and support the vehicle. We're using a 2-post lift. If you're doing this at your house, you can use a jack and jack stands. I'll just take the socket, take these are lug studs, not lug nuts. So you're going to be careful when you get the last one out because the wheel could just fall. Now I'm going to support the wheel while I take the last one out. Set that aside, grab the wheel, pull it off. So you can actually see on this vehicle the strut is actually leaking, and it's leaking pretty good. So these struts are definitely bad, so it's a good time to change them. So just take a look, you can see some staining right there. I'm going to take a 13mm socket and a little extension, and I'm going to loosen up these bolts. I'm not going to take them out completely, but I just want to break them free. Take a ratchet. There's 2 of them. I'm going to loosen this one up. Just make sure when you loosen this one up that you still have a couple threads on there. Okay, the reason why I left those loose is because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need to support the lower control arms, but because of the sway bar link still connected, that's pretty much supported by the sway bar. So at this point, I can actually take these 2 bolts out. Set those aside. Next, we want to remove this ABS sensor wire from the strut, just like that. And then the brake hose, just slide this off as well. Next, I'm going to take this bolt out. I'm going to use an 18mm socket and a breaker bar. Loosen it up. This bolt is sticking in there a little bit, so I'm just going to take some rust penetrant and just spray it down, let it soak for a little bit. Spray it right there. All right, now I'm gonna, before I take that bolt completely apart, I am gonna support the strut shock assembly and just use the 18mm socket and ratchet. Take the bolt all the way out. Pull that bolt out. Slide this off. Just watch out for those ABS wires. Slide this down and out of the way. And there's the old one. All right, we're gonna take this piece off the old one. Just take a trim tool, get behind here, slide up on this retainer, just like that, and it should slide right up. This is the old rear shock spring assembly. This is a new one from 1aauto.com. As you can see, the shape is the same, brackets are the same, and the same setup. Mounting position is the same as the top. It's a lot easier to get the whole spring assembly and a lot safer. Get yours at 1aauto.com and you can do it yourself. So now I'm gonna install this piece. This is just a little protector that goes on here. So if rocks come up and fly and hit it, it'll just absorb the rocks. Now I'll take the assembly, just slide it through here. Watch out for those ABS wires and the brake hose. Slide it up into position. Then I'm gonna take the bolt. I'm going to grab the control arm and just pull it down a little bit. Get this started. Now it's a good idea when you're doing this to do both sides. You want to do them in pairs. You don't want to just do one. So before I tighten this bolt up, I want to get these bolts started up top because it'll be easier to line these up. You may have to twist this a little bit. I'm going to take an 18mm socket and ratchet, just tighten this bolt down. You want to make sure that this part of the shock goes into that knuckle area right there. So I'm going to pull down on the whole assembly a little bit, the lower control arm assembly, and you can see it's starting to go in there, which is good. It's lined up. Now I'm going to take a torque wrench and use my 18mm socket. I'm going to torque this bolt to 121 foot-pounds. It is a good idea to replace that bolt, but I'm going to reuse it. It's good. All right, and I'm just going to take this brake hose, get this grommet onto the bracket. And same with this ABS wire. Just get this lined up. And slide it down. Right, now I'm going to start with a 13mm socket and a ratchet. Tighten these bolts down. It's also a good idea to replace these bolts when you're doing this job, but I'm just going to reuse ours. All right, now I'm going to use this 13mm socket and this torque wrench. We actually sell this torque wrench at 1aauto.com, and I'm going to torque this to 41 foot-pounds. Both of these bolts. Good. Now I'm going to reinstall the tire. Before I do, I have these slick tools that we sell at 1aauto.com that will line the tire up. They're like little pins. They're going to thread in. I'm just going to take two and thread them in, because once I get the tire up there, that'll hold them. I could install all four, but I don't need to. And I can just grab the tire, line it up with the pins, push it on. It makes it a lot easier to get everything lined up. Then I'll take these lug studs, get this started. Then once I get two of those started, I can take these pins out, just like that. I'll put the other lug studs in. And I'm just going to take a 17mm socket and a ratchet and just snug these down before I lower it and torque them. Now I'm going to use a 17mm socket and a torque wrench, and I'm going to torque these lug bolts to 90 foot-pounds. And I'm going to do it in a cross pattern so that the wheel gets tightened down evenly. Now take this center cap, line this up, push it on.
Thanks for watching. If you want the parts to do it yourself, check out 1aauto.com, the place for DIY auto repair.